Sawadee and happy Loi Krathong Krab. I'm your head boy, Atma. Today, me, Song, Denzel, and Pinsha will be giving you an introduction to the famed Thai festival, Loi Krathong.
Loi Krathong is a festival celebrated annually throughout Thailand and in nearby countries. The name could be translated as to float a vessel or lamp. It comes from the tradition of making krathongs, which are decorated baskets. Loi Krathong takes place on the evening of the full moon of the 12th month in the traditional Thai lunar calendar. This means the exact date of the festival changes every year. In the Western calendar, this usually falls in the month of November. This year's festival is on the 19th of November.
The Loi Krathong festival originated in the ancient Sukhothai kingdom. This dates back 800 years. During this period, many Thai people relied on agriculture. The amount of rainfall and waterways that delivered this water played a huge part in their lives. The king at the time, Ramkampang, was a devoted Buddhist. He believed that at the end of the Thai year, his people should pay tribute to Buddhism's water goddess, Prameh Kongkha, and to Buddha. So he chose a night with a full moon, after the monsoons, meaning the rivers and canals were at their fullest, to worship. Some legends say that one of the king's consorts, Nang Nopaman, was the person who first created the first krathong. The king was so mesmerized by its beauty that he proclaimed that every year on this day, Thai citizens should celebrate Loi Krathong in the same way.
The traditional krathong. A krathong is made up of 5 elements, which includes the 3 joss sticks, a candle, banana leaves, tree trunks, and the flower decorations. Thai people also tend to add a coin or a lock of hair, sometimes even a fingernail cutting. They believe that by adding in the hair and fingernails before floating the krathong, it would make all the negativity go away. Coins would also be added to encourage prosperity for the individual or for the family.
4 main reasons why Loi Krathong is celebrated each year. First, it is to ask for an apology from the Buddhist water goddess for having used and sometimes made rivers and canals polluted. Second, it is to offer flowers, candles, and joss sticks as a tribute to the footprint of Lord Buddha on the sandy beach of the Namata River in India. Thirdly, it is to show gratitude to Prameh Kongkha. And lastly, to wash away the negativity and misfortunes of previous years. This is so as to look forward to a happy and positive year. So, with that, we would like to wish you all a happy Loi Krathong.
Hello and happy Loi Krathong to everyone. I'm Wapi and I'm here to give you the tips of how to conserve our tradition during COVID. So let's talk about the first tip. Pretty simple. You just have to wear your mask and be socially distant. That you can enjoy the beauty and charm of Loi Krathong. Also, you can craft krathong in groups so we can reduce waste. You know, like craft 1 krathong but with a help of 10 people. Yeah. So, we can also keep the sacred ember of this tradition ablaze by floating krathong on the swimming pool and of course the fish pond in the backyard. And even if our country is having a hard and rough time at COVID, it is the best for us to keep our tradition alive. And of course, show our gratitude to the deity of water, Prameh Kongkha. And remember, Loi Krathong is passed down from generation to generation like a sacred torch. So let's dig in and have fun in the annual festival. Thank you so much.
Sawadee ka. Hello, I'm Pratt from Year 11. Today I will share with you a brief information about Loi Krathong Festival. Loi Krathong is Siamese festival celebrated annually throughout Thailand. Normally, we will float krathong on water like a river or a lake. However, given the COVID-19 pandemic situation, Thai people cannot gather and celebrate this festival along the river as usual. But we can still adapt by changing the traditional way of celebrating Loi Krathong. This can be done by creating an application to Loi Krathong online. It is a very effective way to prevent the spread of coronavirus as well as reduce amount of waste that will be polluted by Krathong to the environment. Moreover, we can also decorate our own Krathong online. This could reduce the times as well as the money you need to spend on buying flowers and decorative items. Last but not least, I would like to share with you one thing you may want to know about Loi Krathong Festival. Loi Krathong is somewhat similar to Valentine's Day. For couples, they wish for happiness and long-lasting love as they float their Krathong on the river. Given the current situation, we are all aware of the new normal. You are all invited to celebrate Loi Krathong Festival online. Happy Loi Krathong Festival to all ค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Greetings to the Bangkok Prep communities. I am Tensai from 13SP, and I'm here to give a speech regarding Loi Krathong Festival. How can we be a part to help preserve Loi Krathong tradition amidst the COVID-19 pandemic? These last 2 years may be different from what we are used to, but we have to move on with our lives and get accustomed to the new normal. Loi Krathong is one of the kingdom's most impressive cultural events, which has been held annually on the full moon night of the 12th lunar month or November, as a way of thanking the goddess of the river, worshipping the Buddha, as well as releasing worries and bad fortune into the water. Hence, it is very important for Thai citizens to continue this tradition. I admit that the festival sometimes creates garbage in waterways, but instead of discontinuing the tradition, we should reduce garbage, such as using one biodegradable krathong per family, or make krathong from used materials. To ensure our safety, we should try to avoid large group gatherings and crowded places. For instance, this year, we can still float our krathongs on enclosed water bodies, such as ponds in neighborhood parks or swimming pools in hotel or your house. So all the floats can be collected by officers. Alternatively, online krathong is a good option for saving the environment as well as to stay safe from the COVID-19. All in all, I would like to wish everyone happy Loi Krathong Day. Thank you.
สวัสดีครับ